ExKirby. And also rndeternal.com, your one-stop shop for ranked tier lists and top lists, draft pick orders, tournament information, and mail articles from people such as Locapodo, RND, Neon Blonde, and Light Satis.
And he's got the Protect for the Flame Blast. Like, this is such a struggle for SkiJ, even though on the one hand, it almost looks like he has the better board, if not for these two Mystic Ascendants. Although SkiJ finds another Shattered Glass Mage.
Here we go. Warp doing its thing.
Yeah.
And a Statuary Man. All right.
Oh.
And that gets the Protect out of hand from Angry Chicken. Wow.
I can't believe he protects there. I don't understand why. Like, I don't think the 2/2 bonus is that important there. And that's going to open him up to the Flame Blast as well as... Yeah, I think he can just go wide here. SkiJ should just be able to swing wide on his next turn and finish this off with the Flame Blast.
Drop Maiden and swing with your 3-attack Viper. If they don't block, Flame Blast is 2 away from lethal already. Like
Viper pushes in the next turn.
We were
Viper
talking about this. Yeah, we were talking about this chip damage with Viper and how you might want to try and get it wherever you can. And it's here we go. The Protect is down. This Flame Blast is very much alive. Angry Chicken's got a couple silences here. That's not going to change the size of these units. Angry Chicken does not have enough power to play all 3 units in hand, so he can only get 2 down here. And with 10 points of reach in SkiJ's hand, that's lethal right now if he goes for it. Oh no, it's not. Two attack units would get through, so he'd be 1 short.
Yeah, he would be.
Let's see what happens.
2 attack short, or 1 attack short rather. Let's see where these silences come in. If this doesn't hit, oh, interesting. He goes for the Flyers.
Okay.
Oh, but that powers him down. Now SkiJ can swing in.
Yeah. Wow. So Angry Chicken recognizing he's got to end this game quickly, just because SkiJ can also end this game quickly, and he's just hoping Angry Chicken does not have any kind of burn here. Now SkiJ's doing the math, seeing like, okay, if my opponent has 1 Desert Marshal in hand, do I still have lethal? What's going on here? And we'll see what he opts to do.
Oh, he's using Dark Return. He's going to get back.
Dark Return to get a... Interesting. And then swing. So he Dark Returns, then swings? Like, odd sequencing here from SkiJ. I realize this is a long and complicated game. It's hard to figure out like exactly what's going on, but
yeah,
because now this Flame Blast does 9 instead of 10, and sure, Angry Chicken's going to keep that in mind. I don't know if he's really going to keep that in mind with these blocks, but we'll see what happens.
I mean, I think it just
doesn't matter because of how many units he has. Like the difference between 9 and 10 damage here doesn't matter. I'm just not sure why he Dark Returned before combat. But regardless, it looks like, oh, he Dark Returned to check for Protect.
Okay, that was the question I had. I wasn't sure if Dark Return gave the pause as well, since Protect, since it's not interacting with the enemy player.
Brilliant move. Yeah, that is totally it. By casting Dark Return, that would have given you a window to see if there was a Protect. And by seeing no pause there, he knows his opponent does not have a fast spell. Could still have Desert Marshal, but because it's just 1 Desert Marshal, you'd still have lethal here with the... well, actually, you'd be 1 short of lethal or 2 short of lethal through Desert Marshal. But
you have to go for it either way, though.
Like, you go for it. But that is why he Dark Returned. Oh my God, that's so smart. That was awesome play there by SkiJ.
Yeah, SkiJ making a fantastic play there. Obviously recognizing the fast spell is down, committing his whole board here, playing to his single out, and he is going to lock this up here. I don't see a way at all Angry Chicken could possibly block this. He just doesn't have enough units. So SkiJ is going to take this game once he throws this Flame Blast and bring us to 1-1. This has been a very, very heavy-hitting game here. Yeah,
I mean, Angry Chicken had a bunch of silences that game, all 4 Mystic Ascendants. Of course, he was stuck on 6 power for a bit. But SkiJ, these deadly units, the Viper, the Maidens, putting pressure on those silences, just overloading the Protect. Lunex is holding on to this Seed of Mystery. Is he playing like Mystic Ascendant? Oh, okay. Yeah, Lunex is playing Mystic Ascendant. I had the wrong Fire Time Shadow list up. So that's a very good reason to hold on to Seed of Mystery here. And yeah. All right.
In the meantime, Lunex is going to drop a torch here on the Amber Acolyte come out ahead on these trades, and he's dropped Red World to 7. Red World's looking pretty hurt right now, although he does find a Heart of the Vault off the top of his deck. Gonna warp that in. Let's see what the card he picks up is. Ooh. Is that?
Yeah.
Oh, those were the two cards from Friendly Wisp.
Yeah, Friendly Wisp draws first, and then it is the Heart of the Vault. So reduced cost Obelisk instead of reduced cost Titan. That's not bad. Notably, this Time Weaver is probably going to miss this Predatory Carnosaur. So while it's a neat card, it would have been cool to make Predatory Carnosaur cost 12. Not going to happen there. Now Linux decides to play the seat. Okay. But here we go. Time Weaver turns one of the Annihilates into a 4-cost thing. And yeah, here we go. Heart of the Vault turning things around quickly here. Looked like Red World was on the ropes, and now he might be in the driver's seat.
Yeah, he very likely could be here, although double Annihilate here out of a Lunex would allow him to push through at least 6 damage, though he does have to lose the Carnosaur. I wonder if that's worth it if you're in a Lunex's position. I mean, you're playing 4 copies of Torch, right? Like, you take care of everything on the board except Heart of the Vault and the Wisp, and you're still left with 2 3/3s.
Well, you're playing 3 copies of Torch, but yeah, I could have seen going all in there and trying to close it out, especially when you know your opponent just drew a boatload of cards. But opting to go the conservative route, now his resources might just get overwhelmed, especially because he played out his power with a deck featuring Mystic Ascendants. I doubt he sided out the Ascendants, but yeah, now Red World's got an active Obelisk, a bunch of units beating down, and Lunix is just ripping more power. He was going for the Ion activation, and we'll just bring back a large silenced Sandstorm Titan that can go toe-to-toe with that 8/8. Sure, that makes sense, going for the Ion activation.
Sure, and this has brought us back to a nice little board stall here. I don't think a lot of attacks are going to be coming in one way or another, although Red World in theory could just try and push here soon. Like, he can just ace base at some point with a 13 damage Flame Blast. He only needs to find 6 more.
Yeah, but your opponent also has a 3 points of life steal there that you have to be a little wary of. Like, that matters. And Lunix finds that Torch we mentioned earlier. If he had taken that ace base line, opted not to. And okay, now Red World also has an Obliterate. But Flame Blast is going to be enough here. 14 damage to the face. Yeah. And a Lunix. So Kamado opting to not swing with these 4/4s and instead opting to block with them, which SMJ will immediately bring back these Dawnwalkers as he draws the 4th Torch in his deck. I believe that's like the 4th Torch we've seen from SMJ, or at least the 3rd. So that'll get the harsh rule out of Kamado, trying to set up the Ikaria turn next turn.
Yeah. Kamado's in some trouble. The double Dawnwalkers are a really big deal. He needs another harsh rule here, and SMJ can just keep playing threats. So,
yeah, unfortunately, SMJ not able to cast Carnosaur there, but at the same time, that's a good thing, as kind of wants to use Carnosaur on this Ikaria when it shows up. But Obliterate, not exactly what you're looking for either. It'll be able to take out a weapon at some point.
Players 1 power card short of whatever it is they need to do. Kamado needs a red for his Ikaria, and SMJ is just looking for that Carnosaur. But Dark Return on Copper Conduit will do the trick.
Yeah, and Kamado opting to pass up on casting Ikaria just yet. And yeah, big old Copper Conduit coming down. The Dawnwalkers are back, and this is a real problem for Kamado. Armory-style decks have always had problems with Dawnwalker, and we can see why here. The harsh rules keep coming, the removal keeps coming, and the Dawnwalkers just keep coming back.
Yep, it's a big issue.
Ooh.
We see Carnosaur coming down, bringing back those Dawnwalkers again, and that means that Kamado has to spend another turn harsh ruling as opposed to playing Ikaria, which I'm sure he'd much rather be doing with that 6/6 Ikaria available. But if he does it this turn, he stays above Obliterate range, so SMJ has to draw yet another threat, and he has to draw it before the Ikarias kill him, and there are 2 of those in the mix.
Yeah, that was actually a pretty big win for Kamado there, finding another Ikaria and getting your opponent to use Predatory Carnosaur before you even played one down. So now SMJ can torch this Ikaria to pop the Aegis and obliterate it, but then he's going to be running out of reach to actually win this game. So Kamado might be able to close this out here.
Yeah, I think with SMJ actually spending the torch and obliterate here, he's probably lost the game. He may not know it yet, but the second Akaria is in hand, which means that there's just no way that he deals with this threat before he's capable of actually just before it's capable of just knocking across and beating him up. Sandstorm Titan doesn't do it. Vanquish just causes the Akaria to float back up again. And once that happens,
the Predator's Instinct,
we do see a Predator's Instinct. Yeah, fair
that's
enough.
key here. It costs it. Sandstorm Titan is big enough to kill Akaria, so now it's on Kamado to find a big weapon and stay alive, or maybe another Akaria. Although I don't know if Kamado has any Akarias left in the list. I think we saw one go to the bin via a quarry.
Yeah, there are 3 of them, but if one's left in the void, then that means that Kamado has to close with some sort of relic weapon, and a Heart of the Vault actually seals the game. The value of those Dawnwalkers cannot be denied. At this point, there's just too much on the board. Kamado can draw a Harsh Rule, but that's about it, and that's not a good enough out for him.
Yeah, I mean, we saw there, Kamado went through 3 Harsh Rules, 3 Vanquishes, multiple Slays, multiple Akarias, and still could not withstand the assault from these Dawnwalkers. Wow, what a showing from both decks.
Quite a bit. Being able to kill Dawnwalkers is very important. At this point with the Obelisk, I believe KC might have lethal. It's a little tricky. No, he's not quite going to make it, but he's going to get very close.
It's going to totally decimate this board. And again, by not playing the Maiden there and instead playing the Dawnwalker, these Dawnwalkers will be free to come back as well. Especially because this Dawnwalker that's buffed by Obelisk is going to bring them all back, and SMJ at 2 health is just not going to get the job done here. It looks like the sweep is imminent for KC Nabrev.
Way too fast and aggressive, and KC Nabrev is going to take Game 3 and the series.
Yep, there's the scoop from SMJ, and wow, I think that was...